Hi everyone, so today I have this sweet set that Die Press has brought to HSN ahead of the January 27th craft day. It is called Balloon Animal Stamp Die and Stencil Kit, so it's going to be really fun. Let's get this guy opened up. So Die Press did send these items free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and the links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. Again, with HSN currently and YouTube, those links might be embedded in the video here, but definitely at the very top of the description box. And look how cute! I am enjoying these guys. This is really a fun little bonus item that Die Press has been including in these latest releases. So you have your Die Press Balloon Animals Stamp Die Stencil waterproof vinyl stickers set. And so, you can do whatever you like with these, of course. Pop them on your water bottles, on phone cases, whatever it is that you want to do with them or wherever you want to place them. Maybe, along with the card you're sending, maybe you send some of these along for the recipient to use themselves, right? So really cute. The hooray and everything. And all the little balloon animals. I can see this is going to be very cute already. Love that. Oh, there's even a little, giraffe. Very cute. Okay, so let's put these to the side. Let's look at the instruction. Of course, it comes with a cutting folder for your marquee if you have it. If you do not, don't worry. These thin metal dies will go through any machine that cut thin metal dies. And so you have some stencils. You have streamers 1 and streamers 2. That's very cute. So you're going to layer up the streamer so you have the little hearts and stars separate from the little kind of streamer, typical streamer look there. And it looks like they're oversized stencils. And then you have your little monkey. So you have your stamp and your die, and you have your unicorn, I suppose, because it has a little horn. I don't know when I first saw that, I thought giraffe, but maybe this is the giraffe, right? You have your dog. You have this little guy. An elephant, and then a bear, and you have the dies for all of those. On the back there shows you have a little gift with the die. They're optional to add the string, so you have a string with a little bow if you want to do that. That is super cute. The word celebrate, and then you have stamps to finish that off, like it's your birthday, celebrate you. You have a pop-in birthday, that's very cute. To my favorite party animal. You can pause there if you like to read all of them. Little stars and cute things like that, and they have some examples here which are adorable. And so these are the stamps. Again, love the carriers when they add color because it just kind of gets you some inspo already. Super cute. I love the little monkey. And then all the wording that goes along with those guys. Your dies that are basically for all the balloons and the word celebrate and the gift. And I'll give you kind of a measurement of these guys so you have an idea how big these are. The giraffe is almost 3.5 inches. You have the monkey from top to tail is just under 3 inches. Our little dog here, he's about 2.5 inches. So that gives you an idea. And then you have your stencils. The stencils themselves are 6 by 9.5. And then, of course, the area you're going to stencil is going to be a little bit smaller, maybe 1 inch smaller all around than that is what it looks like. Oh, see? Okay. All right, we're going to get rough with this, sorry. And then you have the layering. So, of course, when you go to put this down, streamers 1 at the top or wherever you want to put it, but make sure the next one's going to orient where that one was also, right? So you can layer those up nicely. And there you go. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to grab some paper, some cardstock, card base, all that good stuff, and I will be right back. I think I'm going to make a mini slimline. Yes. So for me, a slimline is 8.5 by 3.5. So I have a piece of cardstock for a mini slimline that's 6 by 7. So on the 7-inch side, we're going to score it at 3.5. So it's 6 by 3.5. And then I have this really fun cardstock. I believe it might still be available there on HSN, the Die Press Everyday. And it has this paper in there. And honestly, when I saw this, I was just thinking about this paper. So I'm going to use it today at, I guess, I don't know if it matters which way you place it. If it goes like this, then that's exactly the same. Okay, so I'm going to cut this at 3 3/8. By 5 7/8. And I think that's really cute. And then we'll have a couple balloons kind of going up, So I'm just going to glue that down. I'll be right back. I'm going to stamp these guys on white paper, but definitely tone on tone. Like if you want to do blue, a light blue with the dark blue ink or however, that'd be really fun. Let's see. Gonna get that monkey on there for sure. And I'm just trying to see what sizes would look good. That one's going up, and then this guy's facing this way. I think that'd be good. Okay. So I was just picking out the characters basically by the way they're facing. And you know, I'm just gonna go for it, but if you want to do like a second generation stamp so that the stamp looks just a little more translucent, the inking, or maybe even use pigment ink and then set it with some clear embossing powder so it's shiny. That'd be really fun. Okay. So let's see, I don't need this right now. I'm gonna go with like a pink and then like a teal color, so that's why I chose these guys. And these inks, if you go on kind of light, we can build it up, so I think I'll just do that and see how that goes. And these are water-based inks and acrylic stamps, so let's see. I'll do it one more time. Cute. That one came out very nice. I am going to actually cut this paper down real quick so I can fit it in my holder. Use the smallest scraps of tape here. I could just tuck it in the corner knowing that that's exactly where I want it to be, but that piece of cardstock is a little bit crooked, so I don't want to guess if I placed it back in the right spot if it moves in between stampings. So let's clean that guy up. Oopsie. That could have been bad. Alright. And we'll put this guy a little over this way as much as I can because I want to make sure that my die edges won't cut into that guy. This is kind of a deeper teal color here. So I don't know if you see I'm dabbing, because if you were to go like this and streak it, it actually will make lines, which is a fun effect if that's what you're looking for. Like sometimes if I have something that looks like it's supposed to be wood grain or could possibly be wood grain, I'll do that. But right now that's not what I'm looking for. I made a ton of bubbles in the ink by dabbing as much as I did, so we'll see. Oh yeah. I'll try to be a little more gentle this time. I was showing you something and that just made a ton of bubbles. Okay, beautiful. Okay, let me clean up and we'll die cut our characters and go from there. Okay, so with these guys, we'll cut them out and then we'll see if we're gonna do the little string or not or however, but oh yeah, they're really close right on there. So I am going to make a little guiding window. So let me grab a scrap piece of paper here. Just this piece of black cardstock. And I'll do this for both animals, but I do want to show you on this one so you can kind of have an idea of what I'm talking about. So if there's a time when you have a die that's real tight to your image, and if you've been around watching, if you've been watching my channel, you've known this for many years, just take a piece of washi or tape or whatever, and I always look for a flatter section, maybe here. We're gonna run this through, and then we will use that to help us know exactly where to die cut our actual image. So let's go here. Pop that out. Now if I want to drop shadow it, I would have ran this through the same color that I want to drop shadow with, but today I just grabbed a scrap of paper. Open it up, don't remove it, because you want the die to be right back exactly where it was. And you use this to help you see where you're going to cut. Like that looks pretty good, right? So I'm going to pop this down, make sure it's in the same spot, like give it a little jiggle, not too much, you don't want to move it off, but enough to do that. And then if you have an area where you can tape it to your project, that'd be good, because that way you'll have a little more assurance that that top piece is not going to move. And then run it through, and I'll do the same thing with our little monkey. And that just gives you a much better idea of where you're cutting. Sometimes, you know, it's a little bit off, but better than if I had just eyeballed it. I mean, look at that. Okay, I'll do the same thing with our monkey. Second guy done, looking great. And so let's see here. Okay, so we can probably stick them down, and if you want to do the little strings, you can definitely do that, or they can just be kind of here, you know, hanging out. We'll just glue them down, and then we'll see about. Actually, if I was going to do that, we'll do one then the other one. So let's go ahead and glue this guy down. And if you want to use a, what's it called? I'm trying to think how I want to glue this guy down. If the string, I think I'm going to put the string down on his tail, but if I was going to go back here, I wouldn't stick this guy down yet, because I want to, you know, go ahead and stamp the string in. So just kind of think about that. And maybe that guy pops up a little bit. Actually, maybe I'll put some dimensionals behind this guy's head too. Okay, I'm going to bring that up. And add a couple dimensionals back here. Actually, I'm going to take the whole thing off since I restuck that one down. That way, when I do the stamping, I can stamp on it because it's flat. But we have dimension here, right? So let me put a couple dimensionals behind, like, his head. I'll be right back. I'll show you where I put them. Dimensionals just towards the top. Glue right down in here. And he can be like here. I'll be right back. Okay, super cute. And again, you can do the strings. You don't have to do the strings. You have two different strings there if you want to take those, add those on there. We need to clean this guy, but I'm gonna use some really dark black ink and just go from like here. And I'm just going for it. Okay, and then over here, maybe I'll go in the opposite direction so they look like they're a little bit different. And there, okay, so I'm going to clean this off a little bit. Oh, I moved it a little bit, so hopefully that's not too bad. There we go. And then the little bow, or like the little tie right here. Try to keep my fingers away from my card because I have ink on them now, but just ink that up and just pop it right there. That is very cute. Just making sure it's touching everywhere. Cute. And then another one right down here. Okay, I'm gonna go clean up and I'll be right back. And you know, you can still, with this, the pattern paper, I mean, you can put your sentiment on the inside. I think what I'm gonna do is do the Celebrate and just run it through some fun color that coordinates with everything here, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I ran it through a purple color and then also white, just to pop it up a little bit. You can do that a couple times, then you'll have a nice thick sentiment there, but I'm just giving it a little bit of oomph with one layer of white cardstock. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna layer these guys up. Again, you can always drop shadow, you know, that looks really pretty, right? But I don't think I need it for this card, so I'm just gonna put that on there. And then I'm just gonna stick this down, and that will be our card. Actually, I might add a couple little extra bits. I'm just gonna be up here too, right? Fun. But I'm just gonna put it right down here. That looks cute. Eyeballing that. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, we have this cutie. I mean, I love the colors, everything that's going on here. And then I'm just gonna add some little something here and there. that, and maybe a larger pink one here. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I'll have images coming up. Again, links as appropriate in the description box, possibly embed in the video here, and I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.